This is a special presentation of Tiger Sports on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230 and 101.9 FM.
Good evening and welcome to Las Cruces. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 101.9. Alamogordo boys basketball opens up district tonight against the Centennial Hawks. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you joining for another edition of Tiger basketball. And I am Charles Winicky, I think. I was a little unsure there for a second. Tigers are making their way on the floor. We're going to start almost right on time. Junior varsity finished up just a short while ago. Unfortunately, the Tigers came up a bit short in that. But we'll see if varsity can flip that around as Centennial has gotten on the floor for their warm-ups. Tigers are at the center circle in a huddle, and then they'll start their warm-ups here in just a little while. So the Tigers come into tonight's game 13-3. I believe they have the second-best overall record going into district of the district teams this season. That's one of those things that, can mean a fair amount. It can also, you got to kind of look at the schedules and get a little bit of an idea of strength of schedule, which I think Alamo has played a solid schedule this year. I don't know if it's quite as good as some of the other Las Cruces area teams, but we'll run through what Centennial has done so far this season, and you can kind of judge for yourself, as I believe they come into 10-6 into this evening's matchup. This has been kind of a back and forth. I guess you can call it rivalry. I don't know. It's a district. I guess all the district teams you can consider a rival. Usually it's one team wins on their home court, then back the other way. And, Centennial has been kind of on the cusp of being a playoff team in recent years, or has been, just in. But they, Oregon Mountain and Las Cruces have had the kind of the control of this district. Alamo, I think, jumped up to, I think they were in second a couple of years ago when they were the 10 seed. And so, it's sort of bounced around. Oregon Mountain had it last year, and Cruces and a couple others jumped up there, but it sort of moves around. It's not, this year it looks like Cruces is probably the dominant team, Ken, just based on how they've played so far this year, but we got to play the games here in district to get an idea. And some of these teams have seen each other. Alamo has not played any of their district opponents yet this season, but I believe some of the Cruces schools have ran into each other at tournaments, so they've already got at least a little bit of a taste of their district foes here early on in the year. And these teams end up playing each other during the summer a lot. And so this is these are not teams that are unfamiliar with each other. And then, of course, you go back to guys come back from one year to the next as well, which I think both teams have a pretty good mix. Alamo, of course, returned most of their starters from last year, or most of their roster from last year. So we'll see what we get on this Tuesday night. District begins. It's Tuesday and Fridays the rest of the way for Tiger basketball. They'll have the Tuesday games on the road and the Friday games at home this season on the boys' side. Girls are at home tonight against Centennial. They were scheduled to tip off around 6:30 this evening. We might have a final score before we get out of here for tonight. And then, of course, the girls will be in Las Cruces or at Gadsden on Friday nights throughout the season. So if you're planning your schedule, whether you're just going to watch the home games this year or if you want to travel with a particular team, pretty easy way to keep that correct in your mind. Girls at home on Tuesday, boys at home on Fridays for Alamogordo. All right, we'll take our first break. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show on Alamo Sports and Talk. Tip off in about 10 minutes. Don't you go anywhere. You're listening to 1230 AM, 101.9 FM. We're also online, alamosportsandtalk.com, the Exciter Media app, Alamo Sports YouTube channel, and on your Alexa device.
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at oterofcu.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. We take great pride in our Tiger student athletes. We wish them all the best and cheer them on as they compete this season. We recognize these outstanding athletes for their commitment on the track, court, and field. Their dedication is inspiring, and we celebrate their hard work and sportsmanship. Join us in supporting our Tigers. First National Bank has been your hometown community bank since 1956, proudly cheering on the Alamogordo Tigers every step of the way. Go Tigers!
Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle,
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019, Alamogordo and Centennial boys basketball. I do have an update from Alamogordo. Looks like Centennial is up 17-7. They're already through one quarter. We are getting closer to tonight's tip-off here in Las Cruces. Let's talk about Centennial. 10-6 is their record as they head into tonight's matchup. Some common opponents in there. They played Los Lunas early on in the season. They did beat them. And Silver, they also beat by kind of a similar margin that Alamogordo did. Won a close game against Roswell, kind of similar to Alamo. Beat Deming by about 20, which is what the Tigers did. The one difference I would say is they beat Carlsbad by 17. Tigers, of course, lost to them on the road this year. So I don't know if the difference is that it was played here in Cruces or hard to say, but that's the only kind of difference. And like I said, they've played a little bit tougher schedule. They've played a solid Hobbs team. Sandia's decent this year. Del Norte is usually pretty good. Yeah, they're 9-7 this year, but I mean they're a solid team. Beat Sandia again. This time it was in triple overtime. Lost a close game to Mayfield. They beat El Paso High. Lost to Cibola, which the Cibola boys they're 500, decent team. Cleveland's very good. Lost to them by 12. So I mean they definitely hung with one of the better teams in the state. Right now, actually, Cleveland's ranked number 1 overall in max preps. So, they by no means got run out of the gym against them. Lost to El Paso Montwood. Montwood's almost always a really good team. They're 20-6 this year. So that's why I say you look at records, and sometimes it can be a little bit of a misnomer. You look at their losses, Montwood, Cleveland, and Sandia and Hobbs. I mean, those are all solid teams. We'll see where Mayfield's at. It seems like all of the district teams outside of Cruces and Gadsden are kind of bunched together, at least when it comes to the rankings right now. And, just from a talent level, where's everybody at? We'll get an idea tonight. For Alamo, I like their 2 wins on the road over the weekend. They managed to battle through being down at half to Portales. Really had to just, grind it out against Clovis. And, it's the kind of things that, you go into every game in terms of whether you're going to be successful. Do you rebound well? Do you stop them from rebounding well? If you're not being able to hit your shots from the outside, are you able to attack the basket and get to the free throw line? It seems like the Tigers' best games this year is when they can get to the line and draw contact, and different players have, do that, whether it's Julian or Will or Jaden. Aaron's does a great job of drawing contact. Ethan, who, solid free throw shooter for a big guy, and, if he can draw those fouls and get to the line, that'll be a big deal for Alamo tonight. And to me, defensively, that was the thing against Portales that they struggled in the first half, was they really didn't get out and get hands in the faces of some of the shooters. The Tigers sort of play a scramble zone in the half court, and so at times it leaves guys open, but you've got to be, rushing over there to at least, not let the player be super comfortable in taking the three. You got to make him think about it a little bit, and at times that was lacking in Portales. And, we'll see what, defensively Tigers do. And if Alamo's forcing turnovers, that obviously helps them a ton. Their defense can really lead to offense. I think that's the same for almost any team. But some teams are happy to sit back in the half court. Alamo likes to be aggressive. They like to ball pressure. They like to get, into the backcourt and, make you try to beat a press and, try to speed up the game for the opponent a little bit. And that's, Alamo seems to have a bit more success with that when they are able to do that well. So things to watch for, I think, going into this evening. But, it's a Centennial team that, has, like I said, they score well. It's not a team that, needs the game to be in the 40s and 50s in order for them to be successful. Alamo's a better team when they're scoring, up in the 60s, 70s this season. When it's kind of that low-scoring possession-by-possession game, it's been a little bit more of a struggle for the Tigers at times. They definitely like to run, I think, is what we've seen through 16 games this year. But 10 games to kind of decide where you are headed into the postseason, or if you make the postseason. If Alamo has a really good district, and by really good I mean first or second, I think they've got a shot at a home playoff game. Anything after that, probably still good for playoffs. If you're on the back end and you're finishing 5th or 6th, certainly, then you're probably in some trouble on making the postseason this year. So, these 10 games will mean a heck of a lot for the Tigers, and whether they'll be playing some extra basketball at the end of the year. We continue along, and we do have some other games going on. As I mentioned, Alamogordo girls are already in action, down 17-7 to Centennial. Tularosa boys are at home tonight against Magdalena, which the Magdalena boys are a little down for this year. I was talking about it on the roundup today. Gosh, you look at what they've done over the last 10 years, and rarely do they lose more than 2 or 3 games in a season. And this year they're right about 500. So just down by their standards. It's not a bad season by a lot of people's standards, but for them, they've just been so dominant in single-A basketball. So that's one for Tularosa. And to be fair, Magdalena's probably still going to be a problem for single-A teams in the postseason because they play up so much. They play a lot of 3A and 2A teams, but you'd expect Tularosa to be the favorite at home tonight. I think Thule girls at Estancia this evening, that's kind of a pick-em game. It's, either who knows what's going to happen. Both teams are pretty solid this year. I think the road trip certainly is one of those things that could spell a little bit of a difference there. So very difficult to try and pick what's going to happen tonight in that one. That would be a nice 2A or a nice win for Tularosa on the road. Estancia's had a solid season. So if the Lady Cats can grab that one, a little bit of momentum heading into their home tournament, which begins Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So those are the games that are going on this Tuesday. Thule boys will be on the road on Thursday against, gosh, I'm kind of forgetting who they have coming up later this week. Is it Socorro? No, I think that's who the Thule girls play to open up their tournament. Anyhow, the Clowncroft boys and girls have Dexter on Friday. Mescalero boys are off this week. Mescalero Apache girls play at the Tularosa tournament. So, all right, looks like we're about ready to get into starting lineups, national anthem, and then we'll get to tip-off. So we're excited to get all of that going here, and we will take a break. You're listening to Tiger Basketball. This has been the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. Thanks so much for listening. Tip-off is coming up.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at oterofcu.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Is your loyalty to a big out-of-town bank or credit union costing you more than it should? When it comes to buying a home for your family, not all mortgage loans are the same. This is Deborah Romero, president of First National Bank. First National Bank is committed to showing you how you can save money by shopping for your next mortgage loan. Compare and save. We offer affordable mortgage options, including conventional, VA, FHA, first-time home buyers, or our home equity line of credit. Come visit with us today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Welcome back to Las Cruces. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230 1019. We're at Centennial High School. Alamogordo Tigers in their road blacks tonight with the gold numerals and in cursive Alamogordo outlined in white. The Centennial Hawks will be in their white home jerseys, I should say, with red numerals and outlined in yellow. As the Tigers reserves get announced. And the starters coming up here in just a little while. Tiger starters, as they have been in recent weeks. Junior Julian Favela, number 0. Sophomore Will Bynum, number 1. Sophomore Jaden Hernandez, number 3. Junior Aaron Herrera, number 10. And number 33, senior Ethan Grinder. Meanwhile, for the Hawks, their starters for tonight, number 0, Anthony Eris. He's a 6-foot junior. Trayson Huntsman is a 6'3 senior wearing number 1. Number 3 is Adriel Garza, a 5'8 junior. I'm sorry. You know what? Hold on a second. Reading the the numbers that were up on the scoreboard there. And those are the Alamo starters for tonight. So looks like for Centennial, Zayden Arellano, number 10, a 5'7 sophomore getting the start. Cooley Tao, a 6'5 senior wearing number 23. Number 13, Ruiz Labarin, is a 6'4 junior. And we'll get you the rest of these starters. Looks like number 0, Anthony Eris, a 6-foot junior, is another one of those starters. And the starters continue to be announced. Coaches for Centennial, Vincent Carrillo is the head coach, assisted by Darren Smith, James Alba, David Flores, Daniel Rodriguez, and Louis Labarin. As they get to the starters now, the other starter, number 1, Trayson Huntsman, is a 6'3 senior. Of course, the Alamogordo Tigers head coaches head coaches James Bowman, and their coaches are Mike Richards, Jonathan Lucero, and Colton Anderson. Tigers ready to go on the floor as they await the starters to be announced, and getting a handshake from Coach Bowman. And it looks like the starters have been announced, and we are just about ready to get this one underway. Tigers will go left to right here in the first half. The Hawks will go right to left. And it'll be Tao in the center circle to take the tip against Ethan Grinder. The officials, which most of them we see on a pretty regular basis, either here or in Alamogordo. So certainly guys that familiar with. And the tip is hit into the backcourt, and it is going to be last off of Centennial, out of bounds, and it'll be Alamogordo basketball. So an inbounds for Aaron Herrera, and he'll give it to Jaden Hernandez, who has it out the midcourt line. Hands it back off to Aaron. Dribbles to the top of the key. Aaron will give it to Hernandez, right wing. Hernandez goes to the baseline, fires at the jump shot. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound, tipped out of the hands of a Centennial player by Grinder, and Grinder controls it. Gives it up to Bynum now, right wing extended. Will dribbles to his left. It's man-to-man defense for Centennial. Top of the key, Favela's got the basketball. Finds Grinder at the right wing. Now it's Herrera, left wing open for three. No good. Rebound, Favela's got it. His putback is no good. And the battle for the rebound, Favela wins it. Another putback that is no good. Grinder this time comes in, and the Tigers are getting the offensive boards. And we've got a whistle and a very quick timeout by Vincent Carrillo for Centennial. And I think he's not happy with the lack of rebounding there. So we'll go ahead and keep it right here. Usually coaches don't call timeouts in that first little bit, but Tigers got, I think, about 5 opportunities on that possession. You figure the first miss from Hernandez, Grinder was able to win it, and then Herrera missed, Favela got a rebound, Favela got his own rebound, then Grinder got it, and Grinder put it back up and in. So Tigers will pressure in the backcourt out of the timeout as Labyrin will inbounds, and he'll give it up to Ariano. Back to Labyrin. Ariano, ball still in the backcourt. Herrera sticking with him. And the ball comes to the top of the key to the left elbow. Huntsman working baseline. Finds himself underneath the basket. He dishes it to Labyrin. Labyrin's going to get fouled by Grinder. And the shot no good, but 2 free throws coming up for the junior, Ruiz Labyrin, 6'4", number 13. And Labyrin's going to miss back rim on the first. 7:03 to go, first quarter. Alamogordo leads 2-0, just underway. Labyrin misses both. And then Labyrin, trying to go get his miss, left the free throw line early and is called for a lane violation, and it'll be Alamogordo possession. So to inbound, it is Favela who give it to Hernandez. A 1-2-2 trap, I think, coming up here for the Hawks. Tigers do bring it across midcourt. Favela, long pass to the right wing, does get to Hernandez. Jaden dribbles there. Over to the right corner, Herrera works right in the lane, a little up and under, off the glass, and good. Got his man up in the air, and Aaron Herrera makes it a 4-0 lead for Alamogordo. 6:37 to go. As the Hawks get in the front court, Eris has it, gives it up to Labyrin, top of the key. Over to the left wing, Ariano, Labyrin, Huntsman. Now try to go inside to Tao. Tao gets into the low post, but passes it back outside. And the ball with Ariano as he works right of the lane. Pass to the near corner. Gives it up to Eris. Eris works in the lane, goes up with the right hand and finishes. Anthony Eris gets Centennial on the board. Tigers push it up ahead quickly. Herrera works in the lane, couple of ball fakes, continues to work, gets to the basket, misses off the glass, rebound by Labyrin. And here come the Hawks the other way. Tao with a pass and a finish to Eris. And the Hawks make it 4-4. Bynum will bring it into the front court, dribbles all the way to the right wing, now the free throw line. Gets it to Favela in the right corner. Julian will get to the free throw line. He'll fire up a jump shot, and with a hand in his face, knocks it down. 6-4 with 5:40 to go in the first quarter. Ariano with it in the backcourt. And Herrera is going to pick his pocket. Aaron to the basket, and he lays it up and in. 8-4, Tigers lead. Ariano to the top of the key, to the free throw line, and he'll dribble out to the right wing. And he'll backpedal now towards midcourt. To the top of the key, Huntsman's got it. Huntsman to his right. He'll find Aris for a right wing three, and he hits it. Anthony Aris has got all 7 of his team's points. Alamogordo leads 8-7 with 5:06 to go in the first quarter. Aaron Herrera will slow walk it into the front court, gives it up to Hernandez at the right wing. Jaden, top of the key, will give it to Favela. Favela's just going to stand there, fire up the three, and he gets a kind bounce in as that hit both sides of the rim, bounced up off the glass, and then down. Bounce pass to Cooley Tao as he's got it in the lane. He puts it up and in. Sorry, Cooley 2. I've mispronounced his name, I think, for 2 seasons now. Jaden Hernandez out near the midcourt line. He's got it top of the key. He'll fire up a three. He'll hit it. Both teams offensively off to a hot start. Tigers lead 14-9, 4:25 to go first quarter. Alamo with a couple of threes. As Ariano will bring it to the front court. Give it to 2 at the left elbow. Now Huntsman at the right wing. Huntsman works along the baseline. Shot was blocked by Favela. Labyrinth working his way in close off of the loose ball. And he's got his first bucket. And it's 14-11. Herrera will give it up to Bynum. Right back to Herrera. Favela left wing with the basketball. Julian to the top of the key, working right of the lane. And he almost lost the basketball, but kept his dribble. Gives it up to Herrera. And Coach Bowman calling out a new play from the sideline. Aaron at top of the key, gives it up to Will at the left wing. He'll kind of hesitate on the three, but take it and put it down. Third three of the first quarter for Alamogordo. As Will Bynum gets his first points, and it's 17-11. Alamogordo in front. Labyrinth with the basketball at the left wing. He'll get out to left corner. Ariano, they go inside Aris. Aris trying to back his way in. And a whistle. And they call a foul on Favela. So Aris will go to the line to shoot 2. And he'll put in the first. Bynum checks out. Granados comes in. Ochoa comes in. And Herrera checks out. So a few subs for Alamo. Centennial has stuck with their starting 5. Free throw's good. It would have been a line violation on Alamogordo if it didn't go in, but 17-13 with 3:24 to go in the first. Ochoa bringing it into the front court for Alamogordo. Gives it up to Grinder out between the circles. Ethan will go to Jaden, who gets an open look at 3. That's no good. Rebound. Labyrinth's got it. He'll give it up to Ariano. He'll bring it up the near sideline to the top of the key. Works right of the lane out to the right corner. Huntsman open for 3. He hits it. Trayson Huntsman with the second 3 of the game for Centennial, and it's 17-16 with 3:01 to go in the first. Hernandez left open for a left wing 3, and he answers right back. They cannot give him that much space. 20-16. Ariano comes to the left wing, and inside to 2. Grinder played about as good a defense as you could, but 2 got well far into the low post. That was going to be a difficult one for him to defend. Here is Hernandez with the ball at the left elbow. Gives it out to Granados. Now it's Favela in the right corner. Julian going to fire up a 3. It's no good. Rebound is grabbed by Ariano. 20-18. Alamogordo in front. 2:25 to go in the first quarter. As Ariano goes inside to 2. 2 will go to Huntsman. Right wing fires up a 3. Front of the rim, no good. And rebound grabbed by Ochoa. Jacob will bring in the front court. And nearly traveled with it, and that was just awkward. When he came across midcourt, he saw Huntsman. It sort of cut in front of Hernandez, and just one of those caught in between plays. And Jaden did his best to try to corral it, but couldn't. So 2:10 to go first quarter. And again, still no subs for Centennial. No, I take that back. They just brought in Johnny Renteria. Labyrinth's got it at the left wing. Renteria gets it back. He'll fire up a 3, and he'll put it in. So he comes in and knocks down a 3. And Alamo trails 21-20. Top of the key, Favela. He looks to drive. Right of the lane. Goes up with a tough shot. He's going to draw the foul. 2 gets called for the foul. And it'll be Favela to the line to shoot 2. 1:51 to go first quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. And both teams not struggling offensively. I could argue that two teams are struggling a little bit defensively. A few too many open looks on both sides of the floor. Julian will make the first and tie it up. He's got 6 points now. He's got 6, so does Jaden. Anthony Eris has got 9 on the other side for Centennial. One more for Favela. He'll miss. And the rebound deflected around. Nate Best has also come into the game here for Alamogordo. Ball in the backcourt. Renteria is going to give it up to Huntsman. Then back to Renteria. They get it across the timeline to Eris. Eris works to the baseline. Goes to the middle of the floor. And some nice passing as they gave it to Tyler Dollar and one-touch passed it to Cooley, too. And Centennial in front 23-21. Granados will give it up to Favela at the left wing. Julian working on Huntsman. And he tries to work his way to the basket. Shot goes up and a little bit of contact, but no foul called. And here comes Centennial up by 2. And Alamo defensively left Tyler Dollar wide open for an easy lay-in, 25-21. Granados has got the ball at the left wing. Gives it to Favela, top of the key. Favela will hand it off to Ochoa. Jacob with the basketball. Jacob looking to attack. Gets into the lane and then tried to pass it outside and threw it right to a Centennial player. Now it's a scramble on the floor. Eris and Granados tied up. Possession arrow, or did they call a timeout? No, Centennial got the timeout. So timeout Centennial. And we'll keep it here with us closing in on the first quarter break. Centennial 30-9 in front in Alamogordo over the Lady Tigers. That one is at halftime. Tigers trailing 25-21 and have come up empty on their last few possessions. Teams trading buckets through the majority of the first quarter, but I'd say defensively, Alamo has not looked good in the last couple of possessions. They've been easy looks inside for Centennial. It's one of those that, you know, if the other team's knocking down threes, that's one thing. But if you're giving them in close, easy looks, that's going to frustrate the coaching staff for sure. Hawks get in the front court. Adriel Garza with the basketball. He just checked in. Gives it up to Renteria. Back to Garza. Garza drives left the lane all the way to the basket. Shot no good. And they're going to call a blocking foul on Nate Best. Now, it's kind of a late whistle tonight. I don't know why, but as Garza misses on the first. And misses on the second, but a bad box out by the Tigers. And an easy putback by Tyler Dollar, 27-21, 27 seconds to go. Hernandez got the ball top of the key. He's going to try to attack, and his pass for Bryson Bloom is off his hands out of bounds, and so the turnover is mounting up. Centennial leads by 6 with 21 seconds to go in the first. Across the timeline is Adriel Garza. He'll give it up to the right wing. Renteria back to Garza. Tigers in that matchup half-court zone. Eris corner 3. He swirls that in. And the Tigers trail 30-21. 30 points in this quarter as at the free throw line, firing up a shot is Hernandez, and that's the end of the quarter. But 30 first quarter points for the Centennial Hawks. And they lead 30-21. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at oterofcu.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. As Centennial brings it into the front court. Top of the key with it, and a pass inside. Dollar again gets a good look inside, but he misses on the lay-in, and Grinder grabs the rebound. Bynum at the right wing to the top of the key. Works in the lane all the way to the basket, high off the glass and finishes. Bynum with 5. Alamogordo cuts a long run there from Centennial. I think they had scored at least 10 straight. As the ball's at the right wing with Huntsman. Huntsman will give it up to Labyrin. I will say when Alamogordo, I feel like, brought in some of the reserves, the defense really started to falter. And, just over the first possession or so, it seems to have made a little bit of difference with the starting 5 back on the floor. Labyrin gives it up to the left corner, Renteria. Renteria was still with it. He's double-teamed in the corner, tries to get it out there, does to Huntsman. Labyrin with it top of the key. Dollar's got it at the free throw line. Dollar looking to work in on Grinder, shorts the shot. The rebound, though, grabbed by Labyrin. He goes up with a shot. A foul going to be called. And Coach Bowman felt like they got a hand on the ball, did not get him on the arm. Labyrin's going to make on the first free throw. And could notice Coach Bowman pointing towards the other end and I think probably saying, hey, we're going to get that on that side too, but that is normally how coaches do things. You're like, hey, going to get the call over here, got to get the call down there. Labyrin will make both. 32-23, 9-point lead for Centennial. As Bynum's got the ball at the left wing. Favela goes top of the key with the basketball. Hernandez the right wing. Hernandez in the right corner. Going to fire up a 3. He's going to fire it up. He's going to draw the foul, and he'll get 3 free throws as Zayden Arellano commits the foul. Jaden with 6 points in the first quarter. And will make on the first. Jaden will make on the second, and there'll be one more. Nate Best comes in. Ethan Grinder checks out. Ethan had picked up his second personal. And Hernandez makes all 3 free throws. 6-point game, 32-26. Inbounds goes to Arellano. As he goes to the top of the key, gives it up to the left corner. Eris, bounce pass to 2, is going to be mishandled, and he tries to save it, but goes right to a Tiger. And Bynum's got the basketball. Tigers weren't able to get set up in time to take advantage of the 5-on-4. So now they'll set up in the half court with Bynum. Now top looking for a screen, goes opposite way. Now at the right elbow. Actually had a couple screens set up top. Bynum is going to go to Herrera at the top of the key. Aaron working his way into the lane, gets all the way to the basket, goes up with the shot. Foul going to be called. And Aaron will go to the line to shoot 2. They call the foul on Arellano as he picks up his second personal. Aaron is going to miss back rim on the first. 6:16 to go, second quarter. Alamogordo trails 32-26 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. And one more free throw here for Herrera. And this one will roll in for him. He's got 5 points. Tigers have cut it to a 5-point game. And into the front court, Eris as he works through the Tiger pressure. Huntsman will give it up to Labrin, over to the right corner, and then back to Labrin at the right wing. Huntsman now to Renteria. Renteria dribbles out between the circles, guarded by Hernandez. Ball goes to 2 at the right wing. 2 looking to dribble his way in. Got Favela up in the air. Good pump fake. And 2 with the nice finish. He's got 8 points. And Alamogordo trails by 7. Hernandez looking to attack all the way to the basket. Goes up with a shot. Foul going to be called. As they call the foul on number 0, Anthony Eris, as he picks up his first personal. So Jaden will shoot 2. Just went 3 of 3 at the line, but he's going to miss on the first here. And the second free throw will go in. 10 points now for Jaden Hernandez. Tigers trail by 6, 34-28, 5:41 to go in the second quarter. Andrew Herrera is into the game for Alamogordo as he checks in for Jaden. Looks like Jaden needs a little bit of a breather. Renteria out near the midcourt line, dribbles for Centennial. Guarded by Aaron Herrera. 2 gets it at the top of the key. 2, pass inside to Renteria. Renteria able to hang in the air, a little double clutch, and finish. And it's an 8-point lead for Centennial. Favela will hand it off to Bynum. Will at the top of the key. He'll dribble there. He'll look to attack. At the left elbow, gets cut off. Gives it up to Best at the right wing. Nate with the basketball, holds it. Gives it up to Will now at the top of the key. Bynum will backpedal to the center circle as we cross 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Bynum on a pick and roll. Gets it to Best inside. Best, nice finish. Good dish, and Nate was able to work his way inside for the bucket, and it's a 6-point game. 4:45 to go second quarter. Ball out near midcourt. In the hands of Renteria. Renteria will go to the corner to Eris. Then back to Renteria near midcourt. Labrin right wing. They find 2 cutting inside. And coming across was Herrera to try and get the block. 2 missed on the first attempt. He got his own rebound. And he'll go to the line as they call the foul. They call it on Herrera. Looks like Ethan Grinder going to come back in. 2's going to miss on the first free throw. Vess will check out. Grinder comes in, so they'll take a little bit of a risk with Grinder on 2 fouls. Two's going to miss on the second. Favela clears the rebound. To Bynum. Bynum will bring it into the front court. Has the ball at the top of the key with 4:22 to go. What a difference between the first quarter and the second quarter offensively. Both teams were knocking it down left and right. This has been a little bit more, I would say, usual. Herrera at the right wing, then goes to the free throw line, fires with the jump shot and puts it in. 7 points for Aaron Herrera. The Tigers have cut it to a 4-point deficit. Eris will bring it into the front court. He attacks to the left elbow, then passes it out. Huntsman will go to Renteria, then Labrin. Back to Renteria. Inside they go to Tau. And Grinder gets called for the foul as he tried to deny the entry pass. And so Ethan and Andrew and Will also checked out of the game. And then on the inbounds, Labrin gets left wide open and gets the easy lay-in. 38-32. Herrera's got the ball at the top of the key, continues to dribble, works right of the lane, goes all the way to the basket. Two comes across and I think caught him on the arm. And so Aaron Herrera will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. 2 picks up his second. And Aaron will knock down the first. Ty Dollar will come in for 2. And Alamo will be in the bonus the rest of the way. That was the 4th team foul. 3 team fouls on Alamogordo. Herrera's going to make the second. And it's back down to a 4-point difference, 38-34, 3:39 to go in the first on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Herrera got a hand on a pass, but it gets enough steam over there to Renteria. Huntsman going to fire up a right wing 3, no good. Favela's got it. He'll push. Alamo's got numbers. Favela will find Ochoa, and Ochoa will get the lay-in. Jacob Ochoa with the finish. As off the rebound, Centennial did not get out of the break really well, and then as Huntsman is driving baseline, his foot slipped out of bounds. And so Alamogordo will inbounds, down by 2. As Ochoa will get the inbounds from Hernandez. Ball at the top of the key with Jaden. And he's going to fire up a 3. That's back of the rim, no good. Rebound down to the floor. I think the Centennial player would travel. Dollar had grabbed it, but he fell backwards, and Alamo gets a bit of a break there. Herrera calling out a play before he steps back and takes the ball from the official. He'll inbound and give it to Favela. Right wing 3 on the way is no good off the backboard. And here comes Centennial into the lane. Shot goes up, no good from Adriel Garza, but Dollar is right there on the follow. And it's back out to a 4-point lead for Centennial, 40-36. So Ochoa with the ball at the top of the key for Alamogordo. He dribbles, looks to attack, and then he steps back and fires up a 3. It's no good. Rebound, Aris has got it. Aris will dribble to the left wing. And Favela's got him. Now out towards the midcourt. Aris will give it up to his right, find Renteria. Over to the right corner, Labarin. Labarin will give it up now top of the key, Renteria. Renteria to Labarin. Back to Renteria. And they continue on the perimeter. Aris has got it in the left corner. Now between the circles. And now it's Renteria. And they seem pretty content with just working it around the outside. Now dribbling to the free throw line and missing on the shot is no good, but another offensive rebound. Dollar gets it. He's got 8 in this game, and Centennial does not really have a huge size advantage, but they're getting to the spots on these rebounds. 42-36 as Herrera dribbles over to the left wing. And he'll give it to Favela, top of the key. Julian holds there. Hernandez, right wing. He dribbles. Pull-up jump shot, no good. Rebound, won by Dollar. And now it's a tie-up underneath. And the jump ball is Favela got in there, and I think it'll be Alamogordo possession. So the Tigers will keep it. Bryson Bloom comes in. Nate Best checks out. And Will Bynum is going to come in as well, and he'll check in for Aaron Herrera. So it's Bynum, Ochoa, Favela, Bloom, and Hernandez on the floor for the Tigers. They trail 42-36, 1:37 to go in the second quarter. And then a whistle and a foul away from the basketball. Ochoa's on the floor. They're going to call the foul on Johnny Renteria, and Jacob will go to line to shoot 2 with Alamogordo in the bonus. And Ochoa's going to miss on the first. Ochoa will make on the second. He's got 3 points in this first half. Alamo trails by 5, 42-37. Cross-court pass finds Garza. Garza will find Aris. Aris just left the lane. A little push shot is no good. We've got a whistle and a foul on the rebound, and that's called on Centennial. And I believe Alamogordo will be shooting. Don't know who it's going to be shooting. I don't know if it's Jacob again or... Yeah, it looks like that's who it's going to be. They call the foul on Adriel Garza. So Ochoa, one of two at the line. I should will make on the first. Sub in for the first time, Andrew Sandoval for Centennial. Tigers still with the same 5 on the floor. Ochoa, Favela, Bynum, Hernandez, and Bloom. And Ochoa will make both. Tigers have been really good at the free throw line here in this first half. And they're down by 3, 1:24 to go here in the first half. And we've got a foul as Jaden Hernandez is going to pick up the contact. He was trying to cut off Centennial player as he was coming into the front court and double team him with Bynum, but a little bit too much contact. Labyrinth's got the ball between the circles and will give it up to Eris. Man-to-man defense for Alamogordo. And they try to feed a cutting Labyrinth. Ball's going to be deflected out of bounds last off of Labyrinth. And Alamo's defense has really picked up in this second quarter after, I feel like, a struggle in the latter half of that first quarter. It's been much better for Alamogordo. Top of the key with the basketball. Hernandez will give it up to Bloom. Bloom will go to Favela. Favela dribbles top of the key, finds Bynum. Bynum at the left wing. He works there. He'll fire up a 3. It's too strong. Labyrinth's going to track it down at the baseline. But Bynum, as Labyrinth tried to push it up the floor, is going to get in front of the pass and steal it away. Tigers into the front court with Ochoa. Ochoa at the left wing. He's looking to attack. He stops and picks up his dribble, finds Favela at the top of the key. Favela holds there, and he'll hand it off to Jaden Hernandez. Jaden Hernandez with a basketball. Left elbow jump shot, front of the rim, no good. Rebound is secured by Renteria. Renteria gives it up ahead to Eris with 25 seconds remaining. Eris will go back to Renteria, then Labyrinth. And I think Centennial wants the last shot here of the first half. 18 seconds remaining on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. As Renteria dribbles, gets to the left wing, goes out left corner, then back to Renteria. Give it to Sandoval. Here's Renteria working left the lane, goes up with the shot, no good. Favela's got the rebound. Hernandez up ahead to Bloom. Bloom to the basket. Did he get off in time? I think he did. They will count it. That was the Tigers working with limited time, and Centennial kind of gave up on the play a little bit. And kudos to Bloom. He could have kind of panicked and put up a bad shot, but he got to the basket for the lay-in. And the Tigers make it a 1-point game. So a much better second quarter after they give up 30 in the first. Only the 12, and the Tigers bounce back for just about the same number. They had 21 in the first quarter and put up about 20 in the second. So we find ourselves with a 1-point game at half, 42-41, with the Hawks leading the Tigers. The Otero Federal Credit Union post halftime show, not we're at the post game yet. Halftime show is coming up next. Stay with us here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. We take great pride in our Tiger student athletes. We wish them all the best and cheer them on as they compete this season. We recognize these outstanding athletes for their commitment on the track, court, and field. Their dedication is inspiring, and we celebrate their hard work and sportsmanship. Join us in supporting our Tigers. First National Bank has been your hometown community bank since 1956, proudly cheering on the Alamogordo Tigers every step of the way. Go Tigers!
Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at oterofcu.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. The Alamogordo Tigers trailing 42-41 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, but a nice bounce back in that second period as the Tigers gave up 30 first-quarter points. Don't see a lot of 30-point quarters in high school basketball, but this has been a pretty wide-open game. But Alamo hit free throws in that second quarter, did a nice job of getting to the line and converting when they got to the line, and find themselves down by just one. Got a little bit of a break on a rebound, and then a heads-up play by Jaden Hernandez to throw the ball length of the court. Found Bryson Bloom, and Bloom was able to get to the basket for the lay-in. Jaden, meanwhile, with 10 points in that first half. 6 for Julian Favela, 5 points for Will Bynum, 4 points for Jacob Ochoa. Aaron Herrera has got 9. 2 points for Nate Best and 2 points for Ethan Grinder. So overall, solid for the Tigers. Defensively, obviously need to, not have some of those lapses that they had towards the end of that first quarter. But I thought got better as the half went along, and also got, drew some fouls, got into good positions, and gave themselves some better opportunities. But certainly the free throws, you figure that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They went 10 of 12 at the free throw line in the second quarter. And this is what Alamogordo does. They do a nice job of getting themselves to the free throw line. And, a lot to be said about their ability to do that. And the big thing is obviously that they hit those free throws. On the other side, Anthony Eris, he had a really good first quarter, finished with 12. Did not score in the second quarter, though. Trayson Huntsman is 3, 5 for Johnny Renteria, 6 for Ruiz Labarin, 8 for Cooley 2, and 8 points for Tyler Dollar. I will say the big guys for Centennial have caused some problems for Alamo, and Alamo is not undersized, I would say. Those guys are 6'4", 6'5". They're not, massive 6'9", 6'10", almost 7-foot players. But it's been offensive rebounding that the Tigers have struggled a little bit, giving up the offensive rebounding. So, which is interesting because that opening possession, I think Centennial gave up 4 or 5 rebounds. The Tigers got a point and they called a quick timeout. But as for the game, I feel like Centennial's done a better job rebounding the basketball, both on the offensive end and on the defensive end. But we'll see what we get. Second half of play. It would be a huge road win if the Tigers could come in here and grab one to start the district season. Nothing better than starting off at 1-0. So we'll see if Alamo can make that happen. We'll come back after a quick break. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show. Let me see. I think I do have another update. 46-19, Alamogordo girls trail after 3 quarters back in Alamo tonight. Okay, we're back after this. You're listening to Tiger basketball here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019.
Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is Leanne Bain from First National Bank. Plan those special vacations, those home improvements, and simply pay off those high interest rate bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all on subject to credit approval.
Discover our great mortgage loan rates, our competitive closing costs on conventional, VA, FHA, and first-time home buyers. This is Deborah from First National Bank. Affordable solutions for the home you deserve.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all on subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at OteroFCU.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Welcome back. Halftime just about finished up as Centennial leads Alamogordo 42-41. I believe the Hawks will have the ball to begin the second half. They'll go left to right. Tigers will go right to left. Alamogordo in their road black jerseys, gold numerals, wide outlining. Alamogordo in cursive on the front, stripes on the bottom of the pants, tops of the jerseys, and white and gold. Centennial in their white home jerseys with red numerals, yellow outlining, Hawks on the fronts of their jerseys. Tigers go out with Will Bynum, Julian Favela, Nate Best, Aaron Herrera, and Jaden Hernandez. So all but one of their starting five. And it'll be Ruiz Labaran, Cooley 2. Johnny Rent, Zayden Arellano, Anthony Eris, and Trayson Huntsman for Centennial. So hopefully we get another entertaining second half. Good crowd tonight, by the way, here at Centennial. I think partially they had a halftime performance with some little kids. That always helps out the crowd a little bit, get some extra parents in the house. But overall, good crowd. 2 will feed the bounce pass to Labaran. Labaran working left lane. Nice little post move. Goes up with the shot. It's going to be blocked out of bounds by Best, but he's going to commit the foul, and Labaran's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Oh, they called it on Julian. I don't know if that was Nate down there that was guarding, but I guess I'm wrong. Huh. You know, my first inclination was that it was Julian, but then I don't know, the player I saw walking away, I thought it was Nate. Anyway, should wait for the PA guy to say it. Both free throws are no good for Labaran, though. And Alamogordo has the rebound. They quickly push ahead. Shahara's got a corner three. Front of the rim, no good. And Labaran's going to grab the rebound. Across the timeline with it comes Ariano. Ariano will give it up to Labaran at the top of the key. 2 and Favela are having a battle underneath for position. Favela is going to deflect the ball. Good job by Favela to not let the entry pass come in. And here is Herrera working to the basket. Tried to give it to Best, but just got out of his hands. Now racing the other way with it. Here's Eris to the basket. Goes up with a shot, no good. And 2. And Favela fighting for the rebound. Hernandez gets to the loose ball. Hernandez coming out of a double team is called for a double dribble. I would say that there was a reason he double dribbled there, was that he got hit on the arm, but inbound at the baseline. And the ball goes to 2 up the top of the key. And then Hernandez is going to get called for a foul as he reaches in. And I think Coach Bowman upset with the fact that when Jaden was trying to get out of that double team, basically the same thing happened and no foul was called. As the ball comes to the right wing, they'll give it to 2 at the elbow. 2 trying to work right of the lane. Gets his way to the basket, but he is going to travel with it as he got underneath there but was shuffling his feet. And Best will inbound to Hernandez. 6:52 to go in the third quarter as Jaden will bring it across the timeline for Alamogordo. Still 42-41. Tell you what, it's turned into a real battle in the low post. Almo's getting a lot more aggressive underneath there with 2, and in this case, Labyrinth. And Hernandez working his way to the basket is going to draw the foul. And it'll be an inbounds play. No, not in the act of shooting. So it'll be Hernandez to inbound at the baseline. Jaden still looking to get it in. Eventually finds Favela in the left corner. And Julian will give it outside to Will. Bynum holds there. Tigers set up offensively, down by 1. Now it's Herrera with the basketball off a screen from Best. Little pick and roll. Best to the basket, not able to finish. And here comes Centennial the other way. Ariano working right in the lane. He will dribble it out to the corner. And then a cross-court pass. He finds his teammate. And a spin move by Eris. He'll kick it out. 3 on the way. Labra in front of the rim. No good. Rebound is deflected around. Eventually, Favela gets to it. Favela up ahead to Will. Bynum will attack the basket all the way to the rim. Shot no good. And Bynum goes down hard. We're going to see a whistle now. And it is called on Labyrinth. He picks up his first. So Bynum to the line for the first time tonight, and he will make on the first. Sub for Alamogordo as Bryson Bloom comes in for Nate Best. Tied up at 42 with 6:02 to go in the third. And one more free throw here for Bynum. It's gotten pretty physical in the second quarter, I'll tell you what. Officials are going to have their work cut out for them as the free throw is going to bounce on the rim a number of times but fall in for Will. As the Tigers continue their strong free throw shooting, Eris with the basketball, gets it in the front court, wide open. Huntsman has the 3, and he's going to knock it down. Tigers got pretty aggressive with the trap, and it allowed an easy open look on the other side. Here's Hernandez racing to the basket on the other end, and he puts it up and in. Jaden's got 12. 45-45. Here comes Ariano. Kicks it out to the right wing. Another 3 for Huntsman. That's no good, but right there on the follow, Labyrinth. Not much rebounding there for the Tigers. Or boxing out, I should say. Here's Herrera in the lane, and he is going to have his shot blocked. And there's going to be a technical foul on Huntsman as he yelled at him on the floor. Yeah. He blocked him and then basically stared him down while he was on the floor and was talking to him. I mean, just a silly technical foul. You know, you made a great play, and you could tell he was frustrated earlier in the game. He stepped out of bounds, and the ball was tied up with him and Ochoa, and he sort of ripped the ball away. And so, I mean, like I said, one of those things where your team just took the lead on the other end. And you give them you make a great defensive play. Free throw's good. Aaron makes the second. And the official telling the student section that they cannot, they turned the lights on their cameras and were waving it on the far side. Student section's kind of been pushing the line a little bit in the game. I noticed in the JV, I haven't been able to hear them as much during the varsity, but that's student sections for you. And good on the officials for stopping it. Here is Bloom trying to go up with a shot at the baseline. He's going to lose it out of bounds and over to Centennial. Game tied up at 47. .5:15 to go, third quarter. Harris will give the ball to Labyrin. And to the near sideline, Ariano. Labyrin with the basketball between the circles. Gives it up to 2. 2 with the basketball. Goes inside. Labyrin got great position. That's very easy for Centennial. And a good pass from 2. Labyrin with 10 now. Tigers down by 2. Here is Herrera working left in the lane. Goes up with the shot. That was halfway down and fell out. 2 had the rebound knocked out of his hands, but it goes right to his teammate. As into the front court comes Ariano. Kicks it out to the corner. Shot was blocked by Herrera. And the Tigers come the other way, down by 2. Bynum with the ball at the left wing. Bynum working to the basket. Goes off the glass and gets it up over and in front of Labyrin. And the Tigers tied up at 49. 4:24 to go in the third quarter. 9 points for Will Bynum. Out top with it, Labyrin at the left wing. And then tried to hand it off. And the ball's going to go out of bounds off the hands of Ariano. Sub for Centennial as they'll bring Johnny Renteria into the game. And he will check in for Ariano. It'll be an inbounds far sideline for Bynum. As the inbounds goes to Hernandez. Bynum, Hernandez, Bloom, Herrera, and Favela on the floor. Ball at the left wing with Jaden. He'll fire up a 3. That rattles out. Labyrin with the rebound for Centennial. Halfway point of this third quarter, tied up at 49. Ball out between the circles. Renteria guarded by Bynum. Labyrin gets the ball now at the top of the key. Ball goes over to the corner. Eris works left of the lane, goes outside Labyrin, goes over to the right wing, now driving baseline, going up with the shot. Offensive foul going to be called. Sandoval, as Bloom was able to get in there and draw the charge for Alamogordo. It'll be Jaden inbounds, Grinder checking in the game, Ochoa checking into the game. Will and Bryson will get a rest. And we'll see Dollar check in for Labyrin now for Centennial. And I think we've made, well, now we've got one of the officials going and talking to another one, and not sure what's going on. Just had a number of subs, and nobody's in the bonus. Yeah, they need to change. They called the foul on 2. It was on 14. It was on Sandoval. Yeah, that was who had the basketball as he was driving in. They need to get this right. It was on 14. Yeah. Well, the officials talked it over and got it right. Understandable why they'd want that would have been the 3rd on 2. So understandable why they'd want that. Here's Jaden Hernandez working into the lane, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Jaden Hernandez as they call a push-off on him. As Jaden picks up his 3rd personal. Andrew Herrera looks like he's going to check into the game, but not before the ball's inbounded. And Favela trying to get in there and knock it away from 2. Looked like Julian got in there and got to the ball at the same time that 2 did, but maybe caught him on the arm. a little hard to tell from my vantage point. I'm on the upper level here, so. Ethan Grinder will check out. Bynum is back in for Favela, and they're putting Herrera into the game. So Alamo going a little bit smaller here. As the inbounds to the far sideline for Centennial and Eris. He'll give it to Renteria, who has it out between the circles. 2 gets the ball at the top of the key. He continues to hold there. And now they'll give it to Dollar. Dollar to 2 as he tries to work inside. 2 gets into position and will get the lay-in. 51-49. Ochoa's got the ball at the right wing. Alamo trails by 2. And Ochoa in the corner picks up his dribble, finds Favela. Julian will give it outside to Bynum. Will with the ball top of the key, gives it up to Herrera. Now it's Herrera. Aaron to Andrew. Andrew dribbles to the left wing, working off a screen. And he's looking for some help. Is able to get it outside to Favela. Favela working baseline. They'll call a foul on the floor. And an inbounds play coming up for Alamogordo. However, is that 5 team fouls, or did they already added up there? It is the 5th team foul, so Favela will go to the line to shoot 2. Both teams are in the bonus. Next Alamogordo foul will put Centennial at the line. And Favela will rattle down the first. And one more for Julian. And the free throw goes missing. And the battle for it out of bounds is going to be last off of Bynum. Timeout going to be called by Alamogordo. 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well. 2:42 to go here in the third quarter. Tigers trailing 51-50. You're listening to Tiger Basketball.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. As the Tigers trail 51-50, 2:40 to go in the third. And Centennial with the basketball. Eris has got the ball at the backcourt line. Labyrinth will get it up ahead to Renteria as they bring it across center court. And Renteria now dribbles out near the midcourt line. Over to the left corner. And the ball continues to be passed around on the perimeter. Trying to get a bounce pass inside to 2. He has to track it down in the left corner. 2 is going to end up traveling with the basketball. I think Coach Bowman was upset. It felt like that 2 hooked Herrera on the inbounds, or not on the inbounds, but on the work into the lane. That was definitely a size mismatch there. As Bynum's got the ball at the right wing for Alamogordo. Down by 1, 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Herrera going to fire up a 3, back of the rim, no good. 2's got the rebound for Centennial, and he'll give it up to Renteria. He'll bring it in the front court. Now, both teams were on fire offensively in that first quarter and really in the first half. 2 finds himself up and underneath the basket. That was well done. Got positioned again and was really up and underneath the rim, but spins it off the glass and puts it in. Here is Herrera looking to drive on 2, has his shot blocked. Trying to use his speed there, but the size disadvantage was too much. Eris has got the ball in the corner, works underneath the basket. Renteria will give it to Labyrinth. Good passing as they go inside 2, and 2 will get the lay-in. And the Tigers, that is just not working on the inside against Cooley 2. Ball with Ochoa at the left wing. Top of the key, it's Herrera. Looked like he was going to shoot the 3. He'll pass it up. Give it to Andrew. Herrera right corner with it, Julian Favela. Favela trying to work baseline is going to draw the foul on Labyrinth, and he'll go back to the line to shoot two. 57.1 seconds to go. Labyrinth picking up his second personal. And the first free throw good. Free throw is no good on the second. And with 50 seconds to go, 55-51, Alamogordo trails and Centennial has the basketball. Harris in the left corner. Goes out top of the key and gives it to Sandoval. Now it's Labyrinth at the right elbow, back to Sandoval. 36 seconds to go. Left corner, Harris. Lane opens up at the baseline. He's going to go up with the shot and finish. Harris with 14, and the Tigers trail by 6, 57-51. As Favela will bring it across midcourt and give it to Ochoa. 18 seconds to go. Foul trouble's hurting Alamogordo a little bit. Hernandez and Grinder on the bench have had an impact. Here is Herrera working his way into the lane. Somehow sort of squeaks through and gets the shot up and in. And 3 seconds remaining. Harris with the basketball, fires it up at the left wing, and just misses. And that is the end of the quarter. Tigers down by 1 at the half, down by 4 to go to the final frame on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, 57-53. We'll be right back. You're listening to Tiger Basketball.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. We take great pride in our Tiger student athletes. We wish them all the best and cheer them on as they compete this season. We recognize these outstanding athletes for their commitment on the track, court, and field. Their dedication is inspiring, and we celebrate their hard work and sportsmanship. Join us in supporting our Tigers. First National Bank has been your hometown community bank since 1956, proudly cheering on the Alamogordo Tigers every step of the way. Go Tigers!
Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019 here at Centennial High School here on a Tuesday night. 57-53, Alamogordo trails. Jaden Hernandez back on the floor. Ethan Grinder back on the floor. Tigers starting 5 to begin the final frame. Hernandez leading the Tigers with 12 points. And the inbounds goes to Bynum. Gives it back to Jaden, back to Will. Ball goes to the corner, to Favela. Now it's Hernandez, left corner three on the way. He can't get it. Rebound, Favela going to tip it to himself and put it up and in. Haven't seen a whole lot of that for Alamogordo tonight. Centennial's had the better of the offensive rebounding, but Alamo gets one there. And Centennial gets it in the front court. Eris has got it left corner, then gets it back outside Renteria. 7:30 remaining. Ball goes to, they'll try to get it to Sandoval, but Bynum there for the steal. Bynum spin move to the basket. Oh, couldn't finish. That was about to be a pretty finish. Now it's Centennial on the break the other way. Eris, Tigers got back nicely. And Renteria will get the ball back out near midcourt. It was 3-on-1, and then Alamogordo was right there in a heartbeat. Here's Renteria working right of the lane, and he drives the lane and runs right into Aaron Herrera, and that'll be a charge. And Alamogordo will get the ball back. 7:08 to go, fourth quarter. 57-55, second foul called on Johnny Renteria. He'll check out of the game, and back into the game is Zayden Ariano. And inbounds will go to Tigers have trailed, it feels like, this whole game, but haven't been trailing by a big number. Here's Herrera trying to work right in the lane and goes up with a tough shot. As I think Labyrin was the one who had his hand in the way of it. And the rebound the other way for Centennial. Still a 2-point difference as the ball goes to 2 at the left elbow. 2. Trying to work inside, goes up with the left hand. That's a pretty finish. Has some really good post moves, does Cooley too. He's got 16 points, and Alamogordo trails 59-55. And at the free throw line, the jump shot up and in from Jaden Hernandez. He has 14. 59-57, 6:20 to go. Well, there have been a couple times where it felt like Centennial was trying to pull away. Alamo's kept this one within reaching distance. Driving in and going right of the lane all the way to the basket, but unable to finish. 2 gets the rebound, though. 2 gets the putback and in. And these are, honestly, these are kind of easy rebounds for Centennial when they get these putbacks. There's nobody really fighting them for it. Favela going all the way to the basket, and they're going to call a jump ball, and the possession arrow Centennial. I don't know about that. I think he knocked it out of Julian's hand, but it'll be Centennial basketball. So the inbounds will go to Eris. Ball still in the backcourt. Labyrin's got it. And Herrera going to get his hand to it, but this one got to be close to 10 seconds. I guess it wasn't close enough as Centennial's able to get it across the timeline. Ball and driving in from the right wing. Here's a pass deflected by Alamogordo. Grinder gets to it. Favela throws it way up ahead to Bynum, who's able to track it down underneath the basket. And then an offensive foul called on Bynum. They said that he hooked him. Herrera checks out of the game. Ochoa comes in. I couldn't see it from my vantage point, so the official, because it looked like Will had his back to him, but he must have hooked him around the back. Corner 3 on the way on the other side is good. Boy, what a huge swing there. As it's 64-57, and Eris makes the 3. Here is Hernandez all the way to the basket. He's going to draw the foul from Sandoval, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Missed on the lay-in. Jaden with 14 points. And a crucial moment to hit free throws in this spot, but missing on the first. And Centennials, like I talked about it, have been trying to run away with this game, but haven't been able to. Hawks have been in the lead pretty much the whole way, but that sequence there where Alamo gives up the offensive foul, and then there's a quick 3 on the other end. 6-point difference. Still a ton of time left to go. 5:05 to go in the fourth. Ball at the left wing. Labyrin will hand it off. And with the basketball, Ariano working his way left in the lane, finds Eris corner, gets another open look at 3, and he hits another one. He had a big first quarter and then sort of quiet down, but now has 20 points. Hernandez going to try to answer back and does. Jaden Hernandez with a 3. And a timeout going to be called by Coach Bowman. And it'll be a 30-second timeout. So back down to a 6-point difference, 67-61 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. We will take a break and come back. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
Centennial basketball on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. They lead 67-61. Labyrin's got it in the front court. Picks up his dribble and throws it right away to Bynum. Bynum will give it up ahead to Ochoa. Ochoa to the basket and lays it in. 67-63 as Alamo forces the turnover. Kind of got a gift there in all honesty. Is into the front court with it. Ariano will give it over to Eris, and he has it at the sideline. 2 gets it in the left corner. 2 will go back outside to Eris. And pass goes to the top of the key. Ariano's got it at the right wing. Feeds a bounce pass to Sandoval. 2, try to go underneath to Labyrin. Ball's going to be deflected out of bounds. Last off of, I think, Favela got his hand to it. And it'll be Centennial basketball. 4:04 to go in the fourth quarter. Ariano will inbound baseline right. Tigers switched up their defense a little bit. It wasn't man-to-man, more of a zone, but they're going to leave Eris again open. Corner 3 does not make that one, but Labyrin's got the rebound. Gives it up to Sandoval. Sandoval inside to 2. 2 working to the basket and lays it up and in. Tigers don't have an answer underneath for him. 69-63, especially when he gets the ball that down low. Left wing 3. Hernandez hits another one. 69-66, 3:38 to go. Jaden with 21. Ball in the backcourt with Ariano for Centennial. He'll bring it across the center line, guarded by Ochoa. Goes to the top of the key. Works to the right of the lane, still with his dribble. And then gives it up to Sandoval. Sandoval to Labyrin at the right elbow. Now at the right wing. Finds Ariano. 2 at the right wing. 2 goes inside Labyrin. Labyrin, who got position on Favela, will get the lay-in. Alamogordo with the ball in the front court. Under 3 minutes to go in the game, down by 5. And they're going to call a hold, I think, on Sandoval, who picks up his 4th. Tigers with some subs here. Herrera comes into the game for Best. Grinder checks in for Favela. And Hernandez will be the one to inbound, and he'll give it to Bynum in the backcourt. 2:52 remaining. Bynum top of the key with the basketball, looking to drive. Keeps his dribble. Gets underneath, goes up with a tough shot. Man, he almost spun that in. So they call the foul on Cooley, too. Picks up his 3rd. And Bynum to the line to shoot 2. But Will's going to miss front rim on the first. He was 2 of 2 at the line prior to that. Ochoa checks out. All right, that's a good chant. Chant, who's your barber? Bynum misses on the second. Not that there's anything wrong with Will's hair, but that's lighthearted. That's okay. Centennial with the ball in the front court. Feeds it to 2 underneath. 2 had his shot blocked, but got hit on the arm by, I think, Herrera. And so 2 will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Yeah, I think at this point in the game, if you can just not let him, you've got to make sure you get good contact on the foul, because obviously the young man's got some strength. He's 0 of 2 at the line. We'll see. Maybe he's a better free throw shooter than I'm giving him credit for. Yeah, see, he makes the first. So maybe that wasn't a feeling that they could foul him. And .233 to go in this game. Tigers trailing 72-66. Just have not been able to get over the hump and get the lead, but they're going to need some stops on this end now, as the free throw is good. 73-66, 2:30 remaining. Herrera will bring it in the front court. Gives it up to Hernandez at the left wing. Jaden driving baseline. Turnaround jump shot, no good. Rebound, Labyrin's got it. He'll give it up. Ball still in the backcourt with Sandoval. Labyrin feeds it up ahead to Ariano. Ariano races left of the lane, gives it to 2 at the baseline. 2, a couple nice ball fakes. Has his shot blocked a little bit by Grinder, but got the ball back and puts it up and in. 24 now for 2, and that may be just enough. We'll see. 9-point game. Hernandez top of the key 3, no good. Rebound, 2's got it again. And it's just been a lot of one and done for Alamogordo, where Centennial, that doesn't happen a whole lot for them. Eris able to get it to Labyrin at midcourt. Labyrin going right of the lane, kicks it out in the corner. And Centennial will draw it out and draw some clock here, as Eris has the basketball, guarded by Favela. Goes to Labyrin at the top of the key. To the corner. Give it up to Sandoval. And then back outside. And Alamo's going to have to foul. And it's just the third team foul. So it'll be an inbounds at the baseline. Actually, inbound at the sideline for Centennial. Ball goes to the corner. And in the lane, Labrin will get it out to 2. And then they'll go back outside. And Tigers come out and trap. And then a timeout going to be called by Coach Carrillo. And it's full timeout. So we'll take one as well. But Centennial looks like they're going to grab a district opening win at home tonight. They lead 75-66 with just 1:09 remaining. We'll be right back.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at oterofcu.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. 108 to go in the game. And Centennial with the basketball. Tigers, well, they're going to steal it away. Harris got into the corner, and Grinder took it away from him. Here's Favela. Tigers need points. Julian left the ball behind, but able to go track it down. Gets a screen, working right the lane on 2. Gets to the basket, goes up with a shot, no good. And Labrin grabs the rebound. 46 seconds remaining. And to the free throw line and then dribbling it back out is Ariano. Tigers don't seem to be wanting to foul. Well, now they do. 38 seconds left. Still have got to foul one more time. They had one to give. Herrera picks up his third, but yeah, if I had the rebounding stats tonight, I think that would be the place that I think Alamo may have lost this game. 2 open underneath, goes up with the shot. It's good, and a chance at a three-point play as he gets fouled. And that will probably put the nail in this one. 26 for Cooley, 2. Grinder picked up his 4th personal. And the second free throw, I should say, is good. So inbounds goes to Bynum. Tigers down 78-66. Will to the top of the key. He'll fire up a 3. He'll put it in. 30 seconds remaining. Coach Bowman will call a quick timeout. 78-69 now. Will into double figures with that made bucket. He's got 12. And I think Coach Bowman having a discussion with the official on Julian Favela's last shot attempt. Feeling like he was fouled when he went up with his shot. And on the other side, they called a foul when 2 went up with the shot previously. And I don't think Coach got an explanation that he was looking for in that. We'll have a roundup of tonight's game and scores. We've got everybody's score, I think, except for one. Thule boys are winners tonight. Alamo girls ended up dropping their game, and we've got another timeout. Full timeout for Centennial. All right. 71-46, I believe, Tularosa ended up grabbing the win. Alamo girls lost by a final score of 55-25. And let me check Max Preps and see if perhaps they've posted a score for the Thule girls and the Estancia girls tonight. I do not see one, so we'll hopefully have one for you before we go off the air. If not, reminder, you can find us on the Alamo Sports Facebook page. We're also on X at Charles Winnicky. And I'll at least have a final score for this one over on the Instagram for Alamo Sports and Talk. But please follow us on all of our socials. We appreciate that. And just a reminder, you can tune in to us online, alamosportsandtalk.com, the Exciter Media app. Sorry, I got distracted with the smell of gasoline for some reason. I think they might, when they clean up the stands, they use air blowers. I think they might have gas air blowers. So, or somebody spilled gasoline on themselves and walked right by me. One of the two. Sorry, just had to share the quietness there for a second. I'm like, what is that? Centennial inbounds. Coming across midcourt with it. Eris has got it, and Bynum will commit the foul with 23 seconds left. So I think that makes sense at least one time here. If Centennial can't make the free throws, then you at least give yourself a shot. You're down 3 possessions, but if they make these, I don't think you'll see Alamo continue to foul with the limited time remaining. And Eris missed front rim on the first, so keeping the door slightly ajar here. It would have to be a rebound for Alamogordo and a very quick 3. Eris misses on both. Tigers have the rebound. Favela pushes into the front court. Goes to Herrera. Tigers don't have a lot of time here. Herrera fires at the corner 3. That's going to be short. Labyrinth grabs the loose ball. 13 seconds left. And they'll go the other way. Cooley 2 will get it, and he will put in the shot with 7 seconds left. 80-69. Bynum brings it across the midcourt line, and that will do it. Centennial gets the win here, 80-69 over the Alamogordo Tigers. And we will take a break and come back here on the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show. The Alamogordo Tigers come up short here on the road in Las Cruces. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on Alamo Sports and Talk.
Is your loyalty to a big out-of-town bank or credit union costing you more than it should? When it comes to buying a home for your family, not all mortgage loans are the same. This is Deborah Romero, president of First National Bank. First National Bank is committed to showing you how you can save money by shopping for your next mortgage loan. Compare and save. We offer affordable mortgage options, including conventional, VA, FHA, first-time home buyers, or our home equity line of credit. Come visit with us today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all else subject to credit approval.
The Winner Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
New year, new score, new you. Start 2026 with confidence because your credit score matters. At OFCU, we make it easy to check, improve, set goals, and take control of your financial future with Credit Score. Enroll online in the digital banking app or at OteroFCU.org today and make this the year you shine. A better credit score means a better you. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. The Alamogordo Tigers dropped this one on the road, 80-69 the final to the Centennial Hawks. This is the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show, and that score there was on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. For the first time this season, I felt like Alamo, I don't want to say lack of size, but yeah, a little bit of that. The Tigers have, Ethan's, I think, a true post player, but they don't really have anybody else because Julian's more of a wing. And, tonight they went up a team that had a bit more just power and size underneath. It wasn't a height thing. It was just, I would say they are, more traditional post players in Cooley 2 and Ruiz Labyrin and, the rebounding. And that, and man, they just got so many shots in close with Labyrin and 2. And just the Tigers are going to have to find a better way to either front, double team when they play this team the second time around in order to stop that because, you give up 30 points. I mean, there's kind of the difference in the game, but I would also say, the rebounding certainly a big part of that as well. As the Tigers were unable to, get extra chances. They gave up a number of them as well. And I guess it just didn't really have an answer in the low post and couldn't avoid a few mistakes here or there to, they still had a chance to win the game even with all of that. So, I think there's a lot that they can take from tonight's game and learn from tonight's game and apply to, going forward next run around when they play them. But I'll also say on Friday they're going to go up against some size against Oregon Mountain as well. And certainly sorry, folks, not sure when I dropped off there, but let's get you all the stats one more time just in case. Jaden Hernandez finished with 21 for Alamogordo. Will Bynum had 12 points. Aaron Herrera had 13. Julian Fella had 10. 6 for Jacob Ochoa. 2 points each for Nate Best and Ethan Grinder. Cooley 2 with 29 for Centennial. 20 for Anthony Eris. Ruiz Labyrin had 12. 8 for Tyler Dollar. 5 for Renteria. 6 for Trayson Huntsman. Yeah, I mean, Alamogordo and how they handle the challenge of the post players that this district's going to provide for them. We saw it tonight against Centennial. You'll see it against Oregon Mountain on Friday. You'll see it against Las Cruces. I don't think Mayfield and Gadsden have necessarily the size that these teams do. And it's not, I mean, across the board. They're not just huge compared to Alamogordo, but they've got some talented post players. And, it's going to be interesting to watch how the Tigers are able to handle that because Tigers have some size, but not a ton. And it'll be interesting to see how they deal with that. So, all All right, that's going to do it for our broadcast. Again, your other finals tonight, Alamogordo girls fell to Centennial 55-25. Tularosa boys 71-46 got the win over Magdalena. And let me check one more time on Max Preps and see if perhaps the Estancia Tularosa game was posted with the final score, but it doesn't look like it. So you have to check the Facebook page. We'll have that up for you guys at some point, and we'll also have it on X as well. So that'll do it from Las Cruces. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate y'all, and we will return with Tiger basketball on Friday at home in the Tiger Pit as Alamogordo faces off against Oregon Mountain. That'll be a 7 p.m. tip-off for that one. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to our sponsors, Otero Federal Credit Union Post-Game Show. Our scoreboard brought to you by Ryan Richardson Motor Company and First National Bank, the Winter Circle, and Ochoa Stucco. So long from Centennial High School. Again, your final score, the Alamogordo Tigers fall to the Centennial Hawks 80-69. We'll talk to you soon right here on 1230 AM and 101.9 FM.
No roadblocks are scheduled today on Highway 70, 54 South, or 380. For the latest roadblock information, call 575-678-1178. Tonight's forecast, clear skies in Alamogordo. Expect a low of 31. Cloudcroft, a low of 24. For tomorrow,